Let's start with your reading, Scorpio. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future, and then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's begin right away with your reading. All right. Definitely an important message over here. A lot of passion leading to a very, very important decision, which perhaps will surprise you. Now, the main energy for the reading is the Six of Swords. And right here, you might be feeling the need to move on from a situation, from a person, from a memory, and what it represented to you. It looks like you're not wanting to be in this headspace of conflict, anger, constantly thinking about this, constantly thinking about ways to solve it or to come out of it. It looks like you might be wanting to protect your inner energy, your focus, because you know how important that actually is. And in order to do that, Scorpio, the only thing that you feel you should do here is leaving this behind. Putting distance in between you and this person, you and the situation, accepting the lesson you needed to accept, letting go of the wounds and just move on. But right here you might be wondering, well, what's coming next then? What's next for me? And we'll see what that is going to be. In the recent past, look at all these wands. Six of Wands with the Eight of Wands coming up in reversed. We clearly see a shift here, right? Going from really feeling at the center of the attention when it came to this, feeling appreciated, seen, feeling the attraction and the passion, to instead feeling left out, cut off, maybe even ghosted. Right here, we see someone who at some point has disappeared or they have changed deeply, and it happened unexpectedly. You don't go from this to this. You don't usually. And if there is anything in the middle that suggests that things are changing, at least you can get prepared for it. But right here, something just happened in a way that caught you off guard. Right here, we see misunderstandings, confusion that led to frustration. And, also one thing that I see here is that you were thinking, how hard it is for me to let people in, to just get into this headspace. Why would you leave? Why would you behave this way after everything we had together? So clearly a very important turning point, and we'll come back to this to see what else you should know about this situation that you might not know about yet today. Now, more passion, more wants in the present with the King of Wands and strength. You have this duality about you in the present energy. In a way, you're wanting to close yourself off and push away what takes you out of your element. But also, you're wanting to feel good about life, about yourself. Right here, you might be thinking, this might hurt, yes, but I went through worse. I can endure this and more. So you know what? Bring it on, because I'm not going to give up. You're showing a lot of strength. And obviously, sometimes it gets hard and you wish that things were just easier. But you know that this is bigger than this specific situation, and you're trying to keep a long-term view in mind. It's not easy, but you are that strong. You really are. Also, there is one more thing here that I see with strength about you always having to justify yourself in certain situations. It's not clear yet, so we'll come back to this and see what else you should know about the present energy. Also, maybe see what the other person is up to and what's about to come in. Now, as far as the inner energy, as far as the near future energy, Three of Swords, Two of Swords, There's an important decision coming up for you, a very, very important one. Something will put you at a crossroad, two different paths that you have to choose from. You still seem to carry a lot of baggage from the previous situation, but this is not about being with this person or away from them, staying or leaving. This is about releasing the hurt and the pain. Stop focusing on everything that went wrong or anything that could go wrong in the future. There is actually a new beginning here that it's hard to see because these cards hide it from you. And it's very important to understand how your focus will actually determine the events coming up after this. What is this going to be about? We'll look into the details, okay? So let's start clarifying and let's begin with your recent past. Ace of Wands, ooh, Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. Listen, I know that it's hard to believe. I know that it's hard to just think this way. But what I'm seeing here, Scorpio, is that whatever has happened, it's actually a blessing in disguise. Something is actually going to work out regardless of how the situation has evolved right now. Maybe not work out as you expected, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because it's taking you exactly where you want it to be to begin with. Now, what I see with these cards clarifying that energy is that this has happened to remind you what was important to you, what is important to you overall, which is peace and trust. In a way, you have started changing in this situation. You have started maybe even losing yourself and what was really important to you. You never used to put up with this type of energy, but recently with this person, you have. Maybe even with the previous few connections, situations that you were in before this. And now you understand after this has happened, after this person has disappeared, that you need to go back to who you really are. And you need to stand up for yourself. You don't need to beg for breadcrumbs. At the end of the day, you really don't. And when you do, it's because maybe you start thinking that you cannot afford more or that this is all you're gonna have. But guess what? It's absolutely not. So give the right meaning to whatever has happened, because with the right meaning, you can actually go very far. Now, let's see what is going on in the present and let's clarify the current energies. Nine of Wands. Oh, okay. Ace of Cups. I mean, we already got three aces and it's just the middle of the reading. So we clearly see that whatever is going on here is leading up to a new beginning, to a shift. And the biggest shifts in life happen slowly, happen in a way that you're not even going to notice it. But clearly here, there is one going on. We had Nine of Wands, Ace of Cups, and right here, the Seven of Pentacles. So I see that with the Nine of Wands, you're still finding it difficult to move past this situation at times. Something keeps bringing you back to this, not knowing why. You want to forget about it, but something in particular maybe keeps bugging you. Something that was said or done, something that wasn't said. What you don't know is that communication is absolutely coming in from this person. And it will catch you off guard. But what I see is that it won't really change things right away. You might have a conversation, but you will end up having the same arguments. You feel that this person never really understands you, no matter what they say, no matter what they do. But will this change? Should you even wonder about what's coming in and how it's going to potentially impact you? With the Seven of Pentacles, we see actually a beautiful turnout of events, something that will, at the end of the day, bring stability and something that will impact your long-term view. What is this going to be? We'll have to find out. But overall, I see that there is movement coming in, and that's why you feel that your guard is going back up. But there is more to this that you should know, and we see it right here with this decision. So let's clarify the near future energy. Oh my God, I knew that this was going to be big. Oof. Oh yes, yes, yes. The sun, the world. But before that, we have the Tower, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Fool. So right here, I clearly see that someone is coming in with a stable offer. The Page of Pentacles is a very beautiful energy, actually, because it brings an opportunity, a new opportunity, starting of abundance, the ability to manifest a goal of yours. But I clearly see that the way they're coming in, the way this is happening, it's catching you off guard. You're not expecting this. That's why you're so guarded. That's why we see this conflict right here with the Five of Wands. Potentially a conflict in between the two of you at first, but eventually this is going to be a conflict within you, Scorpio. This might be the previous person for most of you, but for some of you, it's actually going to be someone new who triggers the same type of emotions and feelings within you. What you need to do with the Fool is letting go of that baggage, Scorpio. This is the most important thing for you right now, really. I know that all we do throughout our experiences is learning, right? Is learning what we did wrong, learning our lessons, learning to do things better, and to maybe see those red flags sooner next time. But there comes a time like this one, for reasons that I don't know yet, we'll have to find out, in which you need to unlearn, in which you need to understand what tools are still good for you and what tools instead became obsolete. Why do I say that? I mean, you have the sun and the world right here. Clearly, what's coming in, it's not what you think it is. It's something different. It's something that it's going to have a very beautiful impact on you if you will let it, if you will trust it. So we absolutely have much more to look into. Let's keep going with your reading, Scorpio. So far, suffice it to say that what you need to do is trust what's coming in, knowing that all you have to do is going back to your element, standing up for yourself and not compromise, and then just going with the flow. Why? We'll have to find out. So let's see what is coming in. Let's see the potential of this energy for the future, how it's bound to evolve. Let's see what you should expect from it. But also let's see what else is coming in the next few months that you should absolutely know about today. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, Scorpio, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Scorpio. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events, the Lovers. I mean, now we know what you need, why you need to unlearn. Now we know why you have to force yourself to feel comfortable in trusting this and in going with the flow. I mean, the Lovers is clearly talking about an opportunity that doesn't come around very often, because in theory, there is just one of this out there for you. We see how something is about to make you very, very happy. Something or someone is about to make you feel very safe. Safe for the first time in a long time. when making you also feel good about opening up and trusting them. I just use the word force yourself, but honestly, when this comes in, it's going to be so natural. It's going to feel so right. Unless you get in your own way, unless you force yourself to see this as a threat, as something that instead you should keep yourself away from. This is going to make you feel so different from how you have been feeling lately. And you'll surprise yourself. You'll surprise yourself with the things you'll say, the things you'll do, the things you'll feel. You did not see this coming from this person who is definitely someone who, at a certain degree, you already know. Look at this Page of Swords. Someone has been keeping an eye on you. So let's see what this is about. Let's see how it's bound to evolve, and then we'll see what you should expect from this long term. So let's immediately clarify that lover's energy to see what this is going to be about. Wow. Wow. Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, come on. Clearly right here, we see an energy that it's coming in to stay. Pentacles, it's not like wands. It's not something that comes in and that maybe goes away as quick as it came in. No, Pentacles is all about long-term energy. And what we see about this is that whomever is coming in and whatever they're coming in with is thinking that this is going to last potentially for the rest of your lives. What we're seeing with the Six of Pentacles